Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are once again finishing out the week with Duskmourn here, and I've had a pretty rough go at it so far this format. So much so that last night I was like, I'm going to do a draft off camera, just try to reset a little bit, see if I can figure something out, and sure enough, got a 7-win trophy. Am I lying? You'll never know because I didn't record it and you'll never see it. I'm not actually lying, so maybe I figured something out. So let's hope we can have a little bit of that off-camera luck roll into today and get our first on-camera trophy. What do we got here for pack one, pick one? A pretty, honestly, horrible pack. I mean, I think Toby's pretty good. I haven't played a lot of aggro so much this format. I think Toby could be a pretty aggressive, good card. Could be good in blue-white, red-white, black-white, I guess. You really don't really want to be green-white in this format if you can help it. There's also ethereal armor, which could be pretty interesting. But let's start with Toby the Rare and see where to go from there. Well, I think we can follow up Toby with Trapped in the Screen. This is arguably the best common in the format, and it follows up our white card quite well here. Sporogenic Infection is a fine removal spell. Diversion Specialist, just a little clunky. House Cartographer, there are better 2-drops in the format. Keys to the House, you know if you need that card or not. And everything else, not that great. But Trapped in the Screen, glad this is here for us to take here now. And ooh, we have an interesting one here now. A second Trapped in the Screen versus Optimistic Scavenger. I have yet to have the chance to play with this card, and I think this card is absolutely busted. People have played it against me, and if you don't answer this, it gets really out of hand, especially if you build around it. It's a shame we have to pass a Trapped in the Screen here. I don't like doing that. Even in like red-white decks, this card is still going to trigger probably 7 or 8 times if left unchecked. And in blue-white, if we can find ourselves in there, that is a deck I really do like. This card just absolutely pops off. Really don't like, again, having to pass a Trapped in the Screen to take the Scavenger here, but it is something I will do here now. There's a Glimmer Burst here now, and like I said, blue-white, good deck. I want to get into that deck. It does create an enchantment, triggers the Scavenger. You know, there's some other cards here, Terramorphic Expanse among them. Jump Scare, Fine Combat Trick. There is a Most Valuable Slayer if we wanted to hedge towards red-white. I would prefer to be blue-white as opposed to red-white if at all possible. And I think these cards are comparable in their respective decks here. I don't think I need to take the Jump Scare to continue down white when there is a card as good as Glimmer Burst here. Now, hopefully we could find access to a couple of the blue-white uncommons. That's what really makes this deck tick. If you can get some Glimmer or Gremlin Tamers and Inquisitive Glimmers, those cards go insane in blue-white and really get you going. Especially if you can also get like Elegant Rotunda, Grand Entryway, this kind of card as well. What else are we competing with here? Meat Locker, Drowned Diner, and Underwater Tunnel. Slimy Aquarium. I think I'll take the Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. Like I said, works really good with the Scavenger. I mean, you play Scavenger on 1, turn 2, you play the Entryway, and you get 2 triggers. The Scavenger gets a counter, and then you can either put another counter on it or on the 1/1. And then the next turn, you could unlock it and then put 3 counters on things. I mean, insanely aggressive, very good synergy. We'll go ahead and take that here. Which one is this? The uncommon one. 1 mana. Bounces a creature. 5 mana. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I think I'm just going to take another Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. We're not locked into blue-white. I would probably play both of these cards in a blue-white deck. But we're pretty locked into white. And I think this is going to go just fine in a white deck either way. Okay, I mean, white is open, and Fear of Surveillance, once again, 2-drop enchantment. This has much better stats than the Acrobatic Cheerleader does on 17lands.com as far as its win rate. And I'm inclined to believe that. I kind of agree with with that stance of this card being a little bit better here. There's Fear of Failed Tests. I don't think that is where we need to head. We'll take the 2-drop enchantment creature. I don't understand why Piranha Fly is in this format. Doesn't really have like any synergy at all, but oh well. Guess I'll take the Cult Healer here. It's a fine 3-drop. I mean, it may or may not make the deck, but I don't think this is a Manifest or Twist Reality deck, and everything else isn't really what we're looking for. So let's take the healer here, and every card in this pack is pretty bad. Living Phone is just horrible. I mean, a 3-mana 2/1, it's just not very good. I mean, it synergizes with Toby that we could find it. It's just, I don't think it's very good. I don't think we'd want to play Don't Make a Sound. Friendly Teddy's just another random 2-drop. I guess I'll cut the white creature, but I don't intend on playing that there. Clammy Prowler, a 4-mana 2/5. Whenever it attacks, another target attacking creature can't be blocked. It is an enchantment as well. Creeping Peeper could help cast, you know, and open the entryways and trapped in the screens. I'm going to take the Jump Scare, though, just because, you know, we're white. We know we're white. We're 100% white in this draft, so we're just going to take this and see what Pack 2 has for us. Like, if we open, like, the black Overlord or something, we could take that. If we open the blue Overlord, we could take that. If we open like Tyvar or something, even like some busted green card, we could potentially take that as well. I don't know if I would play 2 Jump Scares. There might be a better chance I might need Neglected Manor for splashing, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that here and see what we open in Pack 2. Not a lot of great stuff. I mean, Tale of Tameo is effectively unplayable. Splitskin Doll's a good card. It doesn't really have the enchantment synergies. There is Erratic Apparition and Glimmer Burst here as well as Acrobatic Cheerleader. I don't think... I mean, this could be a Get Out deck. You know, bouncing Toby, bouncing the Grand Entryway. It's not horrible, but I think I'm going to take the doll here. We've got Scavenger, the Fear, the Toby, the Glimmer Burst, the Grand Entryway, all just making this draw a card and not have to discard a card. If I knew I was blue-white, I'd probably take the second Glimmer Burst there, but we don't know that we're blue-white yet. And this might be the pick where we lock that in with a Tunnel Surveyor. That's exactly what this deck is trying to do here. 2 bodies for 1 card, creates an enchantment, does everything you want to do. There is a Horde Caller. This card is a card I do really like. I just think I've built my deck so much towards a blue-white deck so far. I do think the Horde Caller is better than Surveyor. I mean, I guess the question is, would I rather have 1 Horde Caller or a Surveyor and a Glimmer Burst? And that's close, because I'd have to give up on both of these cards if I played this one, more than likely. I mean, maybe we end up in some Jeskai deck, but I doubt it. So I'm just going to take the Tunnel Surveyor, and it pays off. We got past an Entity Tracker. Card is great. 3-mana 2/3 flash, Eerie, draw a card. Not triggered, or not limited to once per turn. So this is exactly what we're looking for. And now we're just going to lock in blue-white and really hope we can find some Gremlin Tamers and Inquisitive Glimmers. That would be outstanding. None here, and there is a Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, though. I do think this is pretty good removal. Taps a creature, keeps it tapped, and then pays 6 mana to Manifest Dread and shuffle it into the library later. There's also Unsettling Twins, whatever, and Enter the Enigma. Doesn't really have synergy in this format too much, I wouldn't think. So let's take the removal enchantment here. Which one is this one? 4-mana 3/4 survival. Regrow a creature, mana value 3 or less to your hand. I don't think that's what this deck's going to be trying to do. I guess I'll take a Creeping Peeper here. maybe I play it, maybe I don't. Hopefully I don't, but, you know, maybe there's a world where it makes the deck. Unwanted Remake, not good. Veteran Survivor, I mean, it's a nice aggressive card. Our deck is going to be relatively aggressive. Fear of Veiled Tests, I don't think we need. Chandelier, this isn't the deck for that. And Haunted Screen, same thing. So I guess I'll take the Survivor and maybe we'll play it. Maybe we won't. Another Jump Scare versus Twist Reality. Don't see myself playing either of these cards. I guess I'll take a second Jump Scare just because. Ooh, Tunnel Surveyor pick 8. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. Have not seen any of the gold uncommons yet. And I would love like one more good rare. You know, we have Toby, we have Entity Tracker. If I can get like one of the Overlords, if I could get one of the Enduring creatures, those would be good pickups for our deck here. But Erratic Apparition is fine in the 3-drop slot with as many enchantments as we have. Nothing here. I'll cut blue and send a signal to stay out of my business in pack 3. Acrobatic Cheerleader, but I really don't think this is the deck for that. You have to be hyper aggressive to really want that card, and even then, like on the draw, this card is just, it's just a 2-mana 2/2 most of the time. I'll keep this in for now, and hope to not play the rest of the cards here, but we have a whole nother pack to fill this out. Need about 6 or 7 playables, and anything beyond that will just improve the deck's quality. Maybe one more Trapped in the Screen would be pretty good. A really nice rare, and then an Entity Tracker. Sorry, we already have one of those. A Gremlin Tamer and or an Inquisitive Glimmer would make the deck exactly where I would like it to be. So let's see what we find in pack 3 here. Well, nothing that was on my wish list, but there is a Roller Crusher ride. So we're not really going to be working towards Delirium. So it's just deals X damage to up to each of X target creatures, like, you know, 5 mana deal 2 to 2 creatures, 6 mana deal 3 to 3 creatures. Those very good. Is that worth trying to splash over just taking a Fear of Immobility? I don't think this kind of deck really wants to splash. I think this is by far and away the best card in this pack, don't get me wrong. But this is also an enchantment. It's nice top end. I think I'm going to take this and unfortunately pass the Roller Crush ride here. But not unhappy with picking up Fear of Immobility. And we got something on the wish list. Inquisitive Glimmer. Exactly the card we wanted to see here. Meat Locker Wheeling would be outstanding. Same with Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Both of those I would play. Everything else I don't think I would. So we'll take Inquisitive Glimmer. Can I get a Gremlin Tamer? Is that too much to ask? Can I get a Trapped in the Screen? Can I get another Glimmer Burst? Got 7 enchantments, but do remember that this creates an extra enchantment. Ooh, Enduring Curiosity. All right, well, I said I'd take one of the Enduring rares as our bomb rare for the pack, so check, check. There's also a Grand Entryway and Unable to Scream. Both of these definitely would put into the deck, but Enduring Curiosity is what we want out of this pack. 4 mana. 4/3. Has Flash. I'll have to remember that. I forget this has Flash. And then whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And then it has the Enduring text where when it dies, it comes back as an enchantment that isn't a creature. So, very, very good there. We could go Glimmer on 2, Curiosity on 3, draw a card. I mean, these are great things. Still hoping for that Gremlin Tamer, but I think our deck has fallen into place quite nicely here in pack 3. Misty Salon. We're not really the rooms deck, so this isn't going to work. Jump Scare, Haunted Screen, Saw, Creeping Peeper. Not thrilled with most of this stuff, honestly. I already have a Jump Scare in the sideboard. I guess I'll take another Peeper here, but kind of a swing and a miss on that pack, unfortunately. Okay, another Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda, fine. Yeah, that's fine here. Midnight Mayhem would need to be splashed, which, again, we just don't really have the resources to do right now. We have a Black Splash, or help with a Black Splash if we want it. So let's take... Oh, there's Glimmerlight too, though. I forgot. I didn't see that. This is very similar to Glimmerlight. In fact, I think this might be a little bit better than Glimmerlight. You know, it's 2 mana for a 1/1 and then gives a couple counters later. It's very similar. Another interesting one here. Surveyor, Glimmerlight, and Abandoned Campground. All of these I wouldn't mind putting into my deck here. What's our curve looking like? Maybe for this reason I'll take the Glimmerlight over the 3rd Surveyor. And because our curve could use maybe one more 2 here. I think... Oh, wow. A pick 7 Scavenger. All the Glimmerlights if we want them. And Underwater Tunnel as well. But yeah, we'll take a pick 7 Scavenger. A pick 8 Ethereal Armor. Alright, we are doing it. I mean, Blue-White is one of the better decks in the format, in my opinion. And I think we're really getting there. With some Blue-White cards. Clammy Prowler. Maybe. We're at the point where we have to start making some cuts here. And, okay, nothing came back that I wanted to come back. There is the Spirits. I just don't think... The white one is just not very good. And I'm thinking like Survivor, Jump Scare, Peepers. These are the cards that are probably on the chopping block here. Definitely get rid of at least one of these. The Survivor just doesn't really have synergy in our deck. The Jump Scare is fine. I mean, it's not great. How many enchantments? 11 enchantments? So the Peeper could actually, like, do some work here. Plus, it's just an additional creature. I'm not playing any of this stuff that's wheeling here. So we're not wheeling anything, but this is honestly looking to be the deck right here in a Seize from Slumber that we also won't play. So we are Blue-White today. A deck I really do like. A deck I have high hopes for. I think this could potentially help out our win rate in the format. Is it worth going 16 lands with this deck? And if I went 16, I'd put in like a Jump Scare maybe. What's our mana sinks? We got a Glimmerlight. We've got a couple of rooms. Well, 3 rooms. I mean, based on the last video uploaded, it's probably is a 16 land deck. But it's kind of on that bridge between 16 and 17. There's not a card I'm like itching to include. Let's try it. Let's try 16. If it goes horrible in the first game or two and I feel like I'm really, really mana hungry for some reason, we can make the change back to 17. But I'll start with 16. Mainly a little bit of PTSD from the last time. So we'll give this a shot and I'll see you in game number 1. Here we are on the draw, and the hand looks fine, I guess. I mean, we've got Entryway into Doll, into Armor. Turn 2, turn 3 here, maybe? I won't do that into open mana, but... Okay, 2/4, sure. Tunnel Surveyors. Let's just do this, draw our card, and I think I'll Ethereal Armor the 1/1 here. And get the beats on, because next turn we can play effectively 3 more enchantments, a Glimmerlight, and a Grand Entryway. Now, if they've got the removal, they've got the removal, but... is there anything else I'd rather do? No, mana efficiency says to probably do it this way, although next turn we're going to have 5 mana and a bunch of 3s. Hopefully they don't have Seize from Slumber for this. That wouldn't be great, but I can't not attack, so... I mean... Alright, no Seize from Slumber. Ooh, well, that's almost as bad. Okay, well, they got rid of our Ethereal Armor here. Wasn't quite a 2-for-1, I mean... We got a 1/1, so, but now we don't have a ton going for us here. What am I supposed to do there, like, not attack? I mean, Horde Vigor's been kind of annoying, but I can't just, like, not attack, right? Jump Scare, not bad. I mean, I'm forecasting that I have Jump Scare here, but I'm willing to trade the Jump Scare for the Escort. That seems fine with me. We've got a bunch of counters coming. If we draw a land, we can play Surveyor and get some counters. Hopefully they don't start playing enormous creatures, because we're going wide. If they go tall, we're going to have to go wider and wider. Okay, that's at least not another creature. That's really annoying. That's got lifelink now. Oof. Okay, yeah. I mean, now we pretty much just need to, like, block with all of our creatures here. And hope they don't have, like, 3 removal spells. Or, God forbid, they have another Horrid Vigor. If they have another Horrid Vigor, we just straight up lose. Alright, now we got ourselves a good old-fashioned board stall here. We have, like, a flyer in the deck, I think? Like, 1? Here comes the train, warning us of the future. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean... They're drawing stuff, and our 16 land deck is saying, no, we're good. Yeah, more creatures, or more things. More relevant cards. What's the front do? Basically nothing. Ooh, perfect. What is this? 4 in a row now? Okay, I'm not going to do it today. All right, baseball bat. Oh, goodness. This is quite quite the curve. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can't do that, so I can't block the escort, unfortunately. So I do this and this. And I take 13 again, so I can't do that either. So then I have to do this. And this would let me take 13 again. This has trample, so... Oh, and whatever dies, they just immediately get right back with the savior here? Sure. Well, we had a nice start, and then they drew four non-lands, and we didn't, so... you know, that'll cause a loss, unfortunately. Ooh, too little too late for you. Alright, well, it's... 16 looked to have been the right number. We drew 10 or 11 of them, so... Alright, we're up first here, and we will go first. Forgot I had Clammy Prowler in the deck. That's a card I could probably do without, but... Oh well. Alright, down goes Fear of Surveillance, Tunnel Surveyor, making its way in next turn. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just trading. Innocuous rat, that's fine. Do I want to let them manifest dread here? That's probably fine. At least we got rid of the Disturbing Mark. That card is good. Yeah, that's a huge problem. Card is really, really good. One of the top win rate cards in the entire set here. Dissection Tools. Death Touch and Lifelink. Well, I guess cross your fingers this thing doesn't die. We need to find, like, trapped in the screen immediately to get rid of dissection tools here. A vicious clown, sure. And an innocuous rat. Oh, I see. Okay, so they're gonna get a couple of triggers here. A 6/5. Sure. Still doesn't get through my 5/5 first strike. Maybe they have... No, they didn't get priority here. Oh, I can't cast the Enduring Curiosity. That's pretty annoying, but okay. Alright, so this gets 2 triggers from the Scavenger. This is what I was talking about earlier here. Where... I think we need to try to, like, build up a backup plan for the Ethereal Armor. Or the 8/8 going down here. I could attack, but then they get attacks with this thing and Death Touch and Lifelink here. I mean, so what happens if I attack? They go to 13, and then they could potentially play another 2 or 3 and then hit me for like 6 or 8 lifelink. Yeah, we need to find an answer for the tools here. I mean, we could go wide enough that, like, we might be able to outrace it if they can't play things that are too annoying. They got removal for the 8/8 here. Yes, they do. Alright, so they found an answer to our first striker, unfortunately. And we don't really have... I mean, we can double block this turn. Down goes Scavenger. Do I want to double block the Clown here? I guess. Both things die. They're left with a 2/2, but it does have Menace. It's going to have... I mean, they have to sack a creature to equip this, though. So... Okay, let's see if we can effectively get in with the Split Skin Doll here. I don't think they're going to block. So we'll get to draw the card. Oops. And then I guess we'll do... Can't really block it. So let's just put it here. It's going to be a 4/2 Menace. Really hope they don't draw like more Innocuous Rats or Fear of Lost Teeths. Disturbing Mirth. That's a really good draw. Vicious Clown. Sacrifice it to equip it, yeah. Sure. I mean, we still have a bunch of creatures here. They now have none. We're going to have the Enduring Curiosity for card draw. So, I mean... yeah, more lands. Let's do this. Unlock here. Let's go here. And here, I guess. Draw an extra card this turn. And hopefully we dodge a couple of draw steps over there. Okay. They get the best of their top 4 here. Sure. kind of scary. Oh, we get to draw just 3 cards. Oh, well, that's insane. Alright, hopefully no board wipe. Oh, I thought I was going to put... just missed out on a counter. I thought it put 2 counters distributed as you want. So I only got 1 counter there. So I only targeted 1 creature. That was kind of annoying. Yeah, but they put like a lot of good cards in their graveyard and kept 1 here. Is it... My guess is it's the red Overlord. Like... That's what I think they've got in hand here. Hopefully that 1 damage doesn't come back to hurt me. Fear of immobility. Draw 5 cards here, I guess. When has drawing 5 cards been bad? All right. I guess we're all in. No board wipe. Let's go. 1 time. Sure. I mean, they can just, yeah, sure, I guess. And then cast the Sprinter. Yeah, this is all fine. So they pack 1, pick 1 dissection tools and completely built around it here is what it looks like. Alright, our deck did insane things. Enduring Curiosity is a busted card. It doesn't say whenever 1 or more. It just gives you 5 cards if you hit with 5 creatures. Okay, we're up first with Scavenger on 1. Hopefully we can find one of our 2 drops here. Fear of Surveillance would be outstanding. Tunnel Surveyor on 3 is fine. But if this can survive, get a couple triggers, that would be great. Now the question is, do we Ethereal Armor it? And I'm going to say no, because it's already a big enough of a target here. I'd rather Ethereal Armor like the 1/1 Glimmer or something. Because that's less of a target for removal. Paranormal Analyst, sure. Play Tunnel Surveyor. 1/1 enters, and I think I'm going to put it here, actually. That lets it attack through this, and then the armor on this next turn will potentially... Assuming they don't leave all their mana untapped here. Inquisitive Glimmer. And what else? Final Vengeance? Fear of Lost Teeth? What else do they have for 1 black mana? Sporogenic Infection. Ooh. I don't like that. So what do we sacrifice? Our 3/3 or our 1/1? Do they think they get to choose? They just have to choose me. Yeah, doesn't feel great to do it that way, but sure. What else do they have? A 0 mana enchantment or something? Entity Tracker, that is very nice. Usually I wouldn't do it in this order, but it has flash. But I mean, this gets us to draw a card here. So we do this. Blitzkin Doll lets us draw another card next turn. And now, Entity Tracker's probably the biggest threat they have to deal with, but we still do have a 5/5 first strike if they choose to use removal on the tracker here, so they're going to need several removal spells in a row. That's kind of scary. Why are they doing that? Okay. Toby or another enchantment. I think I'm going to play Toby here. Creates a 4/4 that blocks really well. I'll attack with my 5/5. And then the 4/4 blocks well because it can block in partner with a couple of these other creatures as well. But this card is very good. I mean, this also would have drawn me a card had I played the Tunnel Surveyor, but hopefully waiting one turn doesn't burn me on that. What else you got? Put some counters on some things. And what's the first one? Surveil 2? Yep. Alright, see what we can find off of this here first. Another land. Alright, we'll go to combat, attack here for sure. I mean, what happens if I just attack with, like, the other creatures, too? They would eat it, eat it, eat it, and take 10. They can't eat all 3 of these. They could eat this one, chump that one, take 5 down to 4. I mean, we don't have much more. We don't have anything left in our hand, so let's get in with everything here, except the entity tracker. And see if they choose to eat some creatures. Okay, they're chumping and eating. Chumping twice, eating one of ours. Okay, that's fine. What else do they have now? Make a 1/1. Surveil 2. Oh no. Make a 1/1 Surveil 2 and I discard a card. And then if they have another Eerie trigger, they get one of these cards on the battlefield for free. Which one? Doesn't really matter. Perfect. Okay, well, I guess we just barely got there. We're getting to the point of the game where we're going to draw nothing but lands, but we just finished the game out with what we had on board. Well, being on the draw does help this hand, but Scavenger into Entryway, as I already mentioned, is a very nice combo here. And hopefully we can find some blue here at some point. And that they don't have removal for Scavenger? Okay, Marvin, sure. We found the blue. Yeah, I would like to attack this turn. I mean, if they remove this, it's not great for us, but we do still have a lot more things coming, including Entity Tracker. So if they use removal on this, that means Entity Tracker has a better chance of surviving here. Okay. Worst case, we still have a 2/4. I mean, that's also fine with me. It lost its abilities, but sure. Alright, I think I'm just going to flash in the Entity Tracker here now. I don't think I'm going to do it to block something, though. I mean, I might. It depends on what they do with their Glimmerlight and their mana and so on and so forth here. Saw. Okay. So when it attacks, you can sack a permanent other than that creature or Saw if you do draw a card. So they're probably going to equip it. No? Okay, over here. Sure. See if they attack both. Then I get to eat Marvin. Oh, cashing in lands? That's fine. Alright. Unfortunately, we can really only do one thing here. I guess I'll do it this way. By one, I mean we can only cast one spell or unlock one room. I'll do it this way in case I draw Jump Scare off of Entity Tracker. I did not. Next turn, we've got Grand Entryway and some counters or Fear of Immobility if we just want to potentially close out the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't have lethal, but they weren't drawn much either. Let's go. Alright, starting on the draw again, and yeah, hand is fine. Creeping Peeper might actually help out a little bit here. Norin on 1. Okay. Went ahead and played the island here. This is a small thing, but if you played the plains first, you would consistently get priority through all of their phases. And if they're a smart player, they would realize that Jump Scare would be about the only card we could have in that situation. So we didn't want to tip them off to Jump Scare there. Now we're in an awkward spot. We're stuck on mana. They're hitting us for 4 a turn here. I need this for mana. I mean, the issue is it can only cast, like, this. And I can't even do anything else with the mana. It doesn't cast Glimmerlight. It doesn't help towards this. So I'm just going to offer the trade, see if they want to save it and recast it. I can't imagine they will. Okay, we did draw the land here, so let's go Tunnel Surveyor. Makes a 1/1 that blocks Norin well, and makes 2 bodies as they are looking to be relatively aggressive. I think they've got Scorching Dragonfire and they just don't really want to use it on any of this stuff. So playing around that could be important here. Next turn could potentially play like Erratic Apparition, Hold Up Jump Scare. Glimmerlight Equip probably is not going to be the best play if they've got mana up, but let's see. Ooh, brutal tap, brutal auto tap there, assuming they were trying to use red mana. They should have tapped both planes, got a new planes, played it, and then held up red and white, but alright, what are we doing? Okay, flying to trade that off there. Decent draw. Like I said, I think I'll do Apparition, hold up, jump scare here. Now they're going to be tipped off that we have it, but I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, not thrilled with the options here, but get a couple triggers off of the Apparition. By a couple, I mean a few. This got Menace, right? So pay 1, sack another creature enchantment. You can impulse draw. I think I'll block Tunnel Surveyor and a 1/1 on this. I think that seems fine to me if they do attack. Okay, down goes Apparition. Alright, I guess I can do this and play Tunnel Surveyor. That opens up attacks here. Still have good blocks on their 4/3 Menace. Ooh, turn off the light. Waltz of Rage. That is a bomb. And a very annoying way to potentially lose a game here. Alright, let's see. Guess we'll just play Toby. And, hold up Jump Scare or play Glimmerlight. Or equip Glimmerlight here. I guess Glimmerlight protects against Glassworks. So does Jump Scare, but let's see what they got. They have like Trapped in the Screen, maybe. Sheltered by Ghost, even worse. Darn. Alright, well, Waltz of Rage for the win. That will do it. More than likely here. I mean, basically all I can do now is flash in Enduring Curiosity and double block this. Feels pretty bad, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And if they have instant speed removal, then pretty close to dead. I guess not officially, but pretty close. There's the Dragonfire. I wonder if they had that back from from earlier. Oh, and turn inside out. That means we're dead. Alright, sometimes you just get beat down by a board wipe. That is about a 6 for 1. Alright, starting on the draw. Stuck on lands and colors here. We have a grand entryway. We need 2 blue for the Curiosity. 1 blue is not bad. We could draw 1 blue and then any other land. We've got card draw. We've got a 2/5. I hate mulliganing, but I'm going to do it here and then keep this 6. Put the plains back in the event that we draw the Enduring Curiosity, I suppose, but I guess this hand is a little bit better, or it's a little bit more guaranteed. The other hand, if we had drawn blue, would have been very good, but can't guarantee that, I guess. Okay. Card is great on turn 1. Turn 2 is a little less good. Stuck on white mana, though. We can really only do one thing. I don't expect this to survive either. I fully expect this to die. Okay. Ooh, some white mana. Alright, let's do this. Followed by this. Up to 2 creatures. Now I can actually do it correctly here. Alright, let me have my creatures at least one more turn here. Because next turn I get to unlock this and play Glimmerlight, which is 3 triggers. Okay, clearly something's up. I can't afford to block into that. Okay, down goes the Scavenger. So, with them attacking last turn, I think with green and black up, I think they have Horrid Vigor, Death Touch, and Indestructible. Do I want to get an attack in here? If they attack next turn, they'll attack with both of these, and if they do, I block, they Horrid Vigor, they kill this thing. Well, they would attack with this one, I guess. So... guess I'll do that, and if they attack, I don't think I'm gonna block into Horrid Vigor with Glimmerlight and 1/1s coming here, so... Fanatic Strength. Alright, a 4/4 lifelink now. That's what it was last turn. So let's do this. They don't have any priority here. Keeping things back, I can't race this. I mean, if I try to attack and they remove a creature, attack me for 4 more lifelink, I mean, I can't really race it. So... I mean, now with an extra 4/4, I probably can. Let's see if they get priority here. Okay, they don't. I'm fine trading this for the Stick Twister. This does get them 2/3 of the way towards Delirium for the Fly Trap, but I think that's okay. Oh, it gets them all the way. 3 cards went into the yard. Or 3 types went into the yard there. Maybe that wasn't the greatest of blocks. Or attacks. Okay, still have Delirium somehow. I'd like to draw something good. Enduring Curiosity would be pretty good. Anything but a land would be not horrible. They're at 27 life. Uh, again, with the life linker, I just can't really race. Okay, down goes creatures. Okay, there's a land. And just in case they go to remove the 4/4 here, I can distribute my power and toughness a little bit. Oh, that's a problem. It's every turn. Okay, every turn you say. All right, well, gosh, what do I get rid of then? Which is a bigger problem? I mean, they're both kind of big problems. This can attack as a 4/6. If they draw removal for this, I can't block that. And then it gets enormously out of hand. This is going to continually deal me 2 damage. But I think I'm going to do it over here. And then try to race at least a little bit, maybe? Because if I choose to have this deal damage to me, they also gain 2 life, right? Yeah. No, they drew enchantment removal. Alright. No, I could do... Oh, that was dumb. I guess I could have just sacrificed this. This doesn't do anything anymore. It's okay, I can do it the next turn. They have an instant now. Okay, kill the 4/4. Unfortunately, this means we can't get the extra 1/1. Oh. Okay. And we just binned our only other removal spell in the entire deck. So that's a thing. Okay, perfect. Send it back. Alright, discard a card. I mean, I have to try to draw something, I guess. I don't... Dead in 2 turns here. I'd have 1 more draw step, so it doesn't really matter what I do. Oh. They fly. I had forgotten about that. Alright, we'll keep this in hand to discard to the Stick Twister here. Hopefully they don't have removal for this one. I need to be able to block this. I don't think this has ever come up. Watch them have instant speed removal for something to ruin my life. That's got trample. Six mana, so I can't do both of these here. Okay, I just don't see us coming back from this, unfortunately. I mean, this Stick Twister's just wreaking havoc on my life. Oh, it's a non-land permanent too, huh? Alright, pass the turn. At least all of the lands that we draw are... Another one? Come on. Ugh. Yeah, I can't outrace all of this. There's like 15 cards left in my library. They can just do nothing and I just, like, lose. Ethereal Armor doesn't really do anything either. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enchantments, but, like, what does it do? This deck is good, isn't it? Like, I can't catch a break this format. I feel like this deck is really good. It's got, I mean, Scavenger, Glimmer, Trapped in the Screen that we never cast, card draw, bomb rares, it doesn't do anything either. I mean, I don't think we have anything that does anything, but this card has been an absolute beating. We just don't have enough. Alright, I'm not playing against 3. We just don't have enough removal. Maybe that's what the deck was lacking a little bit. I don't know. I think on a better day with a little bit better RNG, we would have had better results with that. But once again, just the middest of all mid formats I've ever played. A 3-3 with, with a deck that thought was good. I mean, I felt like we had a chance with this one. Like I said, maybe more removal would have done it. We were kind of like between late game and early game. We had 2 Scavengers. I forgot we had 2 Scavengers. We never saw 2 of them. But yeah, stuck at the 3-3. Forever mid in Duskmourn. Well, 6 more drafts of the format. Let's see if we can squeak out 1 trophy in the entire draft format. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Thanks for tuning in today. See you next time for Day of the Draft.